Eskwela, radyo eskwela na, na 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 na. Radyo eskwela na, halika na makinig sa mga aral namin hatid. Saang sulong ka man kapatid, aabutin ka ng aming tinig. Walang araw na sasayangin, edukasyon ipagpatuloy natin. Anumang pagsubok at mga balakid, kaalaman ay ang bibiyati. Na 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 na, radyo eskwela na, na 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 na. Radyo eskwela, magbigay saya. Na 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 na. Makinig ng mabuti ng matuto ka. Na 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 na. Radyo eskwela na. Radyo eskwela na. Radyo eskwela na na na.
Apat kamay ang pangarap sa edukasyon para sa lahat. Sulong Edu Kalidad. Ito ang Department of Education School on the Air.
In these exceptional times, coping with this global pandemic, learning will continue. Quality education must be delivered. Broadcasting from Charm Radio 103.9 FM in partnership with DepEd Tagum City. This is your School on the Air in English 6.
Good day, grade 6 learners. I am your radio host, Iris Christine A. Mejos, shining through the air with a big heart and soul, and we are going to light your day like a dynamite. We are very glad to be with you again in this new normal way of learning. Even if you are staying at home, we will still deliver quality education through this radio on air program. So kids, make sure that you are in a quiet place so that you can hear us loud and clear. Sit comfortably, grab your pen, notebook, and paper as we are going to deliver your lessons in English grade 6, filled with fun and enthusiasm. But kids, just a gentle reminder to all of you. You are not allowed to write anything in the module. Do all the activities in your notebook or paper. At this point, please check your module in English 6. The title of the module you are holding should be Quarter 1, Module 3, Lesson 1, Noting Details. Again, kids, the title of the module you are holding should be Quarter 1, Module 3, Lesson 1, Noting Details. Now, check your module if there are missing pages. I hope you are done now. If your module has missing pages, do not worry. Just feel free to ask assistance later from your family. Now, sit back and relax as we are going to start our radio on air lesson in English grade 6. Like what I have said earlier, you should be holding the module with the title Quarter 1, Module 3, Lesson 1, Noting Details. Again, you should be holding the module with the title Quarter 1, Module 3, Lesson 1, Noting Details. If you are holding it right now, that is great. If you are not, I would like to encourage you to get your module so that we can learn all together. To discuss our lesson for today, we shall have our radio teacher from Magugpo Palat Central Elementary School, Teacher Nova Caballero.
Good day, parents, and to our dear grade 6 students. I am your radio teacher, Novavilia M. Caballero. Today, we will be learning new lessons in English 6. I hope that you're all excited to learn. Before anything else, isang mahigpit na yakap sa lahat. I know that we are new in this experience about the new normal season, but I am truly happy that you are with me today, showing eagerness to learn. That is the spirit, kids! Never stop learning, never stop dreaming, because dreams do come true. Kids, after going through this module, you are expected to, number 1, make a noting details from the story read. 2, value the importance of noting details in doing our daily task. I will read a story found on page 5 of your English module. As I read a story, please note important details from the story. I hope you are ready. Here is the story. Pedro went for a bike ride. He rode around the barangay. He met some girls he knew from school. Then all headed to the farm to play. Pedro had a great time playing games with his friends. Now, kids, I have questions about the story. Who is the boy in the story? Is it Juan, Pedro, or Jose? The answer is Pedro. Next question. Where did Pedro go while riding his bike? If you answered he went around the barangay or around the barangay, then you are correct. Who did Pedro meet? The answer is Pedro met his friends. If you answered that, then you are correct. You have done a great job, kids, for those who have answered the questions correctly. Why were you able to get the right answers? You got the correct answers because you listened to me or you read the story yourself, and you have noted important details from the story. If you have written or have remembered events or characters from the story, then you are learning to note important details. And this is our lesson today. Have you tried noting details? If yes, that's great. If not yet, do not worry because today our lesson is all about noting details. Now, turn your module to page 4 and look for what's new. I will read a selection found on page 4. You can read with me or you can listen while I am reading. And please, do not forget to note the important details in the selection. Again, you are encouraged to note important details in the selection. Ready? Miss Reyes teaches English. Mr. Cruz teaches math. Mr. Pedro teaches Araling Panlipunan. And Mrs. Santos teaches science. They are friends since college and are working in the same school, Rizal Elementary School. They are teaching grade 6 pupils. The teachers have their individual skills and talents. Miss Reyes is good in dancing. Mr. Cruz is good in singing. Mr. Pedro is good in painting, while Mrs. Santos is good in cooking. The grade 6 pupils love their teachers. My first question is, who are the teachers in the story? Please say their names. They are Miss Reyes, Mr. Cruz, Mr. Pedro, and Mrs. Santos. Okay, how about this? Who is teaching math? If you have answered Mr. Cruz is teaching math, then you are correct. How about this? Who is teaching science? Mrs. Santos is teaching science. Next question. What is the name of their school? Their school is Rizal Elementary School. What is the talent of Mr. Pedro? If your answer is painting, then you got it right. Kids, you got the correct answers because you know how to note important details from the selection. However, if you did not get the correct answer, please listen attentively so that you will learn how to note details. To learn more about noting details, listen carefully to the discussion and do all the activities. Have you tried reading a long story? After reading it, can you still remember the important details that can be found in the story? What are the things that you do to remember the important details? Do you know what is noting details? Noting details is a reading comprehension skill that involves picking out from a text a particular piece or pieces of information to achieve a given purpose, such as answering a question in a test. When one notes details, he keeps a brief record of something in a piece of paper. But why is noting details important? Noting details is essential to develop reading comprehension. It also helps us answer the who, what, where, when, why, and how questions. When you know how to note details, it just shows that you understand what you are reading. It will make a critical thinker. Now, open your module on page 6 and find Blackie's story. Again, open your module on page 6 and find Blackie's story. Let us read the story and let us see if you can answer the questions afterwards. Always remember to use your skills in noting details, alright? Now, let's start reading Blackie's story. I see and heard many things at night. I look at the sky and see the moon and stars. The leaves make noise when the wind blows. I see brown crickets and cockroaches fly across the ceilings. I hear other dogs howling in the moon all night long. Let us see how you apply your learning in noting details. I am going to ask a question and you are going to answer it. Are you ready? I hope you are. Let's start. Question 1. When does Blackie see and hear? At night. Yes, you are correct. 2. What does Blackie see in the sky? What is your answer? The correct answer is moon and stars. Nice job! What makes noise in the wind? The answer is it is the leaves. Excellent! What color is the cricket? The color of the cricket is brown. Good job! What holes at the moon? The answer is the dog's hole at the moon. Very good. You did an excellent job. If you got all the correct answers, you already understand how to do noting details. If not, there are still another activity in the module that will enhance your skills on noting details.
Thank you so much, Teacher Nova, for that enriching discussion. And that's it, kids. But we are not done yet. We will have some recap. Earlier, Teacher Nova discussed about noting details. Let us have a review. Noting details is a reading comprehension skill that involves picking out from a text a particular piece or pieces of information to achieve a given purpose, such as answering a question in a test. Noting details in a story or selection read is answering who, what, where, when, and why questions. After learning about noting details, you can now easily look for the important details found in any material you read and can answer any question being asked to you. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it surprising? Isn't it? Yes, it is. Now that we are done with our lesson, I hope that you have learned from our radio-based class today. Remember, you are still going to continue answering the other parts of the module to further enhance your skills in noting details. Kids, do not forget that when answering your module, you have to follow the directions carefully. If you have a hard time in understanding the directions, ask some help from your family, or you may also phone your teacher if you need some help. According to Confucius, it does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The Department of Education Tagum City Division is in one with us. Remember, we are all in this together. All the way from Charm Radio 103.9 FM, this has been your host, Teacher Iris Christine A. Mejos.
And this has been your radio teacher for today, Teacher Novavilia M. Caballero,
Saying, stay safe, stay healthy, fighting! To God be the glory!